Good evening. My name is Steve, Super Single 4508, and tonight we're going to be streaming some Star Citizen. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I have a awesome chance to play in the Xenothreat that's been going on. This event that's been going on for a couple of weeks, which again I have to apologize for. I haven't been streaming because of other stuff that I've had going on. Most of that's been cleared up, so we should be able to do a little bit more streaming a little bit more often. Hopefully, in the future, we'll be able to get this all squared away so I can stream on a more regular schedule. But other than that, let's roll the intro and we'll get into it. And here we are. Welcome to the stream. Now, I'm going to get the Xenothreat on. So I hope that everything's working the way it's supposed to work. Let's get something cleaned up here. It should be a bit better. No. That looks a bit better. All right. So this is weird. Some of the game audio isn't coming through. Let's see if I can fix that. It's just weird. See, my audio is coming through, but the game's not coming through. Huh. Well, that's just strange. Send on all channels. I guess this is the only disadvantages of having a software DAC or software switcher instead of a hardware switcher, is that the game just doesn't seem to be coming. With that, I'll fix it. Strange. Very, very strange. It is. There we go. Fixed it. Broke that again. The elevator glitch. Hopefully this one works. Yay. Here we go. I should fix that as well. Let's see if Xenothreat's running on. Always, always, always accept this one. Nope. That's interesting. Let's go there. All right. Let's see. Let's go to Crew L4. Pay la fee. Alright. I'm gonna claim that as well. What am I gonna take? What am I gonna fly? I don't. I could have to fly the Prospector there. This is gonna be a slow ride. Alright, now this is working. Good. Here we go. Pad 1. Actually, just be boring and do some prospecting. So since last stream, thanks for a Moose Online, Cartmail, and Wedgemaster for the follows. I appreciate it. It gets me to, I think, 53 or 54 followers, so that's decent. Just need to get the rest of the achievements to make affiliate, but I have zero idea that's going to work. Captain Plan. Wear the mask. Oh, my Mandalorian helmet. Get my captain's chair. I know what you want. You want the Mandalorian helmet. Unfortunately, it's sitting in my office, which is currently locked down. So I can't. I couldn't even get it if I wanted to. Gotta love it. You want the Mandalorian mask. To anybody that doesn't know, I 3D printed Mando's mask from the Mandalorian, and I have since done the finish work to it to sand it, paint it, and I took it into work the day before they locked us all down. Took it the visor, the plastic visor put onto it. There's a plastics company nearby that is doing me a favor to make the actual lens, and they were going to install it. But halfway through the day, we were pretty much told go home. And since then, it's been sitting on my desk at work.
Launch sequence complete. Landing gear up.
Thank you, and please visit again.
This is true. I will keep my mask nearby for more often to bring me what the what the followers need. There we go. And I hope I can fly better than that. Let's see here. Doo-doo-doo. Get the mining shard set and ready to go. Oh, there's one. 3K away. There's the magic space rock I'm looking for.
Mining mode on.
It's getting in. The lump. That's where my extra brains sit. How's life in Bris Vegas? Hmm. Oh, we're definitely locked down right now. It's pretty bad. It's not the greatest. Come on, rock. Track. Crack, rock, crack. Come on. Let's scan this one. What do we got here? Aluminum, corundum, titanium oxide. Titanium.
Extraction mode.
There we go.
Fracturing mode on.
Let's get this one lit up. Come on. Crack. Crack.
Extraction mode on.
Out here mining rocks. What do we got here? Ooh, aluminum and titanium. How does not lockdown life feel? Let's see, what are you mostly? Oh, that's good. I'll fracture that one. This is such a long, drawn-out process. Ooh, yeah. Sad existence. Couldn't be that bad. I mean, you don't really... No. Thanks, man. Ooh, cargo's full. What is that?
Fracturing mode on.
All right.
Mining mode off.
Head back here, sell all this stuff, grab my ships that I've been waiting for, and actually go do what I want to do. Which is not mine. Because mining's boring, and it's only good for, like, bulk money. What else you been up to, Ming? Congratulations. Big congrats, bro. You still working in the same place? Welcome to management.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
There it is. Ooh. You would. You clean up well.
Landing gear down.
Landing successful.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
You would look good in a tie and suit. Is it like a custom one or is it off the rack? And I know you are. I know you're cheap, but you know. It's on the list of things that every man should have. Which is at least one good suit, one good tie, a set of cufflinks, and a watch. $200 suit for the win. There we go. Where's the admin here? It's... Go to admin. It's not a giggle worth, man. That's something. That's good. You've been training hard. You look good. Why not? Worst that can happen to you is you get laughed off stage. Do it. You won't do it. You won't wear it. You won't do it. I don't. Nah. That's the. Ooh, where am I running around? We both know you won't do it. But it's a good idea that you it's a good idea that you've gone out and got the pink ones. But, you know, they say Pixar never happened, bro. Oh no. Challenge accepted. Alright. We'll see how you go. And this isn't a challenge on whether or not you'll do the comp itself. It's whether or not you've got pink Y-fronts to wear to said comp. You don't have to send those to me anywhere else but to me. You don't have to put them, like, in a public place. But you send them to me. I will peruse and assess. It is. It's on Twitch. It's forever. All I have to say is, if there's anybody I know that could pull off pink Y-fronts in a bodybuilding competition, it'd be you. I don't think anybody else. I don't know of anybody else that could pull that off. I think you'd be better off with like a mint green with like dark green sparkles. I think that would do your skin tone quite well. Always complements the olive skin tones. But mint green, I reckon mint green.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
I don't want to know. Go to nutcare.com.au and get some bear nuts. I'd have to recommend it. It's awesome. Now watch, I'm gonna get like an email from them. It's like, we'll sponsor you. Oh, I'm on Crew 4. Kirsten's always good for a mission.
Launch complete.
I would take it. I'm not saying I would not turn my nose up at that.
Landing gear up.
But you definitely have to do that. You'd have to do that
Engage.
like spiel. And today's stream is sponsored by D's nuts or bear nuts, either or. Sponsored by. Then I'd have to start like writing scripts and figuring out segues and stuff. Not to be as apparent as somebody like, you know, Linus or something. And with that, always good for a laugh. People write segues and sponsor spiels. They keep getting advertisements for it too. Do you need a stream sponsor? No. I've got like 53 people that follow me. I couldn't sell your product if you gave it to me. But I think it'd also be one of those ones where if I were to get a sponsorship, it would have to be for something that I actually use. A product of some sort that, or a company that, you know. I might take one of them energy drink companies though. I'm old. I definitely take one. I'm definitely the target demographic. I'm in the age range. I'm young enough that my brain thinks I can do things, but I'm old enough that my body's like, try it and die, fat boy. No. there's the Lorville. So I should be getting some contracts in. Here we go. No. Not worth the money. Here we go. Yeah, $7,000, that's not enough. Let's see. Orbital sentries, those generally nuke me in one shot. Skimmers, I hate skimmers. Oh, this would be a surface mission at HDSF Breckenridge. Oh, yeah. I'll take that. I'm only good enough for the knockoffs. I take the knockoffs, though.
Quantum travel engaged.
And I'm definitely going to change the timer on that because that's annoying me and I'm not even watching it. Maybe that's what I should do. I should just get a bunch of off-brand versions of the good stuff and try to get them to sponsor my stream. But do you like Red Bull? Well, we've got Energy Cow.
Quantum travel complete.
Get some of this in you and you can taste colors. Energy Cow. It doesn't give you wings. Or maybe just something completely off, I don't know, coffins. Sponsored by Funeral Home. Have you ever thought about what you're going to be buried in? Do you have ideas for your forever box? Well, tonight's stream is sponsored by Red Hot Coffins. If you weren't cool enough in life, our forever boxes are definitely cool enough for you. Eight hostiles. 8, that's it? Oh, this is going to be an easy 14 grand. Wow, they seem to be in a valley too. Let's see if I get shot at coming in. Energy Cow still wins, it does.
Landing gear down. Landing complete.
Flip that toggle. Next to the seat. Oh, you like what I'm wearing? I'm gonna show you that in here. Check this out. Just talking about pink. white Y fronts. Yeah. Ever need some Star Kitty in your life? I wonder if it's too close. I wonder if it's too close to the Red Bull. Green cow. Blue Colt. Oh, come on, reload. Ugh, there we go. 2. Cool. I got bullets for that. Let's execute some people. Hey, not my ship. That's not good. That's totally gonna blow up. We're stranded on this damn planet. Wonder if I get rid of them all, it'll stop shooting. Nah, my ship's gonna blow up. Alright. Excellent! Like fish in a barrel! I have 1 shot left. Come on, reload. There we go. 1 left. That is a long death animation. I don't even think I shot him in the nuts. Oh man, I'm just gonna have to... Just for your good and my good, bro. You watch, my ship's exploded. I guarantee it. It's gone. Maybe if I get there fast enough. Oh, thanks for the follow, Advocate. Advocate Zeos? I'm gonna have to say Advocate Zeos. Come on, reload. Here we go. And oop, oop, oop. Ship's not shooting. That must mean my ship has been wiped out. No, oh no, it's still there. No, it's not there. It's gone. This ship's gone. Balls. I will take any and all insults. The best you can give. You can attempt it. Chat moderator. Where have you been for all my other streams? Moderator. Yes, I do. I wither under pressure.
Hi.
Ah. Yeah, destroyed. I'm gonna make a label now. I'm gonna put it on my water bottle that says Energy Cow. That'll be my stream drink of choice from now on. What did I hear somebody else say? Oh, I wasn't watching. What was I watching? I was watching The Fat Electrician on TikTok. And what is it? What did he say? He said, what did he say? It's not a war crime the first time. Green caffeine, yeah. Isn't Energy Bull? Energy Bull. Red Bull is yellow, so yeah, it'd have to be green or like pink or blue. Get that marketing done. Energy Cow. It should be like doubled with like something like a laxative or whatever. Energy Cow. It makes you run. Uncarbonated. Oh, dude, and thick. It's gotta be thick. It's gotta be thick. It's gotta be like syrup. Like a semi-gelatinous. So instead of popping the can open, you like untwist the top, hold it upside down, and it falls out, and you eat it with a fork. Energy Cow.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Stuff like, you know, energy pills and no dose and all that stuff's already been done. I mean, everybody either take a pill or drink. How many people you know eat like caffeine jello out of a can? It's like the second best idea since cheese in a can. I'm gonna rush off and that'll be my Shark Tank spiel. Everybody else has done pills and drinks. Have you ever had caffeinated jello? We call it Energy Cow.
Launch complete. Landing gear retracted.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Try deer antler. I don't know whether to be disgusted or amazed. I think maybe a bit of both. Double It's got to come with a better name than Energy Cow. It's got to be like some sort of aphrodisiac name. You know, horny goat weed, but energy. Fuck it all has already been taken. It's like Xanax, like knockoff Xanax. Fuck it all. When you can't afford Xanax. Dirty green cow. Call it naughty cow. That's it. Could I offer you some naughty cow? Dirty green cow for all your nasty needs. It was always good. Nah. There we go. What other crazy knockoff stuff that can we come up with that could potentially sponsor the stream? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a fake sponsor page, and just have like all of the major brands, just the off brands version of it, and run with that. Your energy cow. It's not Red Bull, it's Energy Cow. What else? What was the Google? No, it wasn't Google Plus. What was the Google social media thing that they did? That failed terribly. We're not on Facebook. We're on Google. Oh. We're not on Facebook, we're on MySpace. Sponsored by MySpace. Google Plus. That's what it was. It was Google Plus. We're not on Facebook, we're on Google Plus. We don't stream to Twitch. Where else we stream to? These aren't Logitech headphones. They're Razer ones. Although not saying much because most of my gear is Razer gear. Time to get into some dog fights. I'm gonna get in a fight. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the weapons. Sunjuice coffee. Sundo coffee. Starbucks Sundo. Sundo coffee. A Domino pizza. Not spring water, puddle water. What else? What else do I have? Oh no, 30K. No, there was one. There was a knockoff PlayStation. It looked just like the PlayStation. It's like an emulator. Balls. Not Krispy Kreme, crunchy sauce. Super Megatron. Oh no, it's crashed. Oh no, it's crashed. Well, that sucks. I'm gonna have to quit out of that. That sucks. Oh, that's not good. It changes stream up. Here's a game I haven't played yet. Phasmophobia. Everybody talks about that. I want to give that a go. How's that? Should be sound pretty decent now. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Ah, life. So I've got this game was recommended to me. I'm gonna try. Back to the quips. Yeah, back to the quips. Just had a bad 30K and now it's I bet you it won't start up again. Yeah, it might. When am I'm never going to switch. Well, okay, I say that. I was pricing out a 5950X system today. So I think I might move back to AMD, maybe separate myself from Intel. Trying to get this Star Citizen. Come on, me. Trash like I did last time. I know it's forever too because this gets saved and then I download it and I put it on YouTube, so I can be held accountable to all of the things that I say on stream. But yes, I have been looking at the performance differences between a 5950X and the 11900K, and I'm intrigued that the 11900K in bulk benchmarks is showing that it's only like 5% faster. And I'm like, oh man, do I go with that instead of going with like what I want? Yeah, there we go. But performance-wise, I think this would be pretty good. But I definitely looking to upgrade my whole setup, like change it all out. Finally retire my Titan XP, as good as it's been doing me forever. Oh, look at that. It's not completely screwed up. wonder if Zenithra is still running. I've retired, so most of them. So my Titan collection is actually sitting in the shelf behind me right now. This is going to be gone. I just know it. Yeah. Rob. Get that out on the pad, and then I don't know, I'll run some cargo, I think. Is there anything do you look at your collection? No, I'll do it when people are looking. It's not awkward for me. It's awkward for them. I do. I stare at it and I'm like, it's too good. It's a pretty decent collection. I think I've only got like 3 different cards to get. I contacted. Do you want me to get them and then just stare at you intently? I'm not gonna run cargo. I'll just get over to Hurston. Hi. I bet she's a little bit freaked out. You're stuck, guy. What are you flying? Ah. I mean, I show them off. I can show off my cards. I love them. I absolutely love them. It's a hell of a collection. I have the Titan X Maxwell to grab, RTX Titan, and Titan V. And then I'll have one from every series, but not all of the sub cards in those series. That's too much for me. Although the Star Wars edition ones would be pretty cool. I would definitely, if I can get my hands on those Star Wars edition ones, I would. Ugh. They were displayed over this shoulder here. They used to sit on the shelf back there. But now it just got all my 3D models on it. And a camera. I don't know why the camera's there. I've been told I should have less clutter because it's distracting. See if I can't fix this up a bit. It's a bit better. You can actually see what I see. Yes, I have too much crap, as I'm repeatedly told. At least twice a week. I have too much stuff. I need to get rid of stuff.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on. Launch complete.
I would enjoy a portrait of Kramer hanging on my wall as well.
Landing gear up.
Alrighty then. I have been watching other streams though with dudes that do Star Citizen as well. And they usually have a camera that focuses on what they've got going on, like their HOTAS and stuff. So I might do that. I might actually add in another. I've got a spare cam. Might be able to hook it up somehow from above.
Quantum travel engaged.
Yeah, that's better. No, I have some rough knuckles. A lifetime of hard. A lifetime of hard, and I have bad looking hands. I should see my thumb. I smashed my thumb in the corridor a couple of days ago and it's just gone black. That's not good. Yeah, I think like from a top, I can do it. Ooh, maybe this one. That's my ugly mug, right? So what I could do is have it set up so you can see like all of the everything. I could set it up that way. Probably need a bit higher or something. Yeah, so you can at least move you. Sorry for the noise. Right, so you'd have a cam up here that'd be looking down at the sticks as I go. Have this all set up a little bit so that you can see what I press on the screen and all that stuff. Don't be a pain, that is. Need lighting on the peripherals, yeah. Well, that would be that'd be what I'd have to then manage is get the lighting correct on the periffs so that from the top you can see down into it and it'd look decent.
Quantum travel
Maybe like a little LED lamp light or something. Let's go back to this one. You like that? You like them transitions? That's what I reckon. It'd be a top-down view, so you can see the sticks as I fly. Oops. Did you catch my intro? I just want to get to Everest Harbor. Come on. Yeah. Another thing I got to figure out is why the frame rate on my stream seems to be at 30 FPS. Because it doesn't look this chunky on the export from Streamlabs, and it definitely doesn't look that chunky as I'm playing it. So maybe there's a bit of a disconnect there. Anyway.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Oh, you could do this. You can watch the intro while I try and get close enough to Everest to land. How do you like that? No? Huh? Oh, crap. Not good. Not good at all. I'm gonna crash into this. No, the stick stopped working. Not good.
Systems off. Crusader Industries.
There we go. Woo!
Worth taking.
That was almost dangerous. All the different streams. I've been mostly working through different like camera setups and filters and all of the other stuff that you put on to make yourself look, try to make your stream look as professional as possible, which is my intent, is to look as good as I can. But right now that output is terrible. Does it look like it's coming through at like 30 FPS for you? It could just be because I'm watching it on this. Thank you. I've changed my skincare regimen.
Landing gear down.
Rainy, huh? Let's see. If I tune this one. It's a bit dark. How's that? Is that better?
Landing complete.
I'm just afraid to get too dark. That's way too bright. Too bright. Yeah, that looks good. I reckon that looks pretty decent. I just worry about the frame rate. This is a frame rate. It just looks terrible. Yeah, see, that looks good. That's looking a lot better. Ooh, that's a pretty cool color. Look at that. Currently I am on about 90 down or 90 down and 30 up. Those colors are looking way better. Yeah, so it gives me enough room to do streaming at 6K up, or 6 megabits per second up, and then I've got a Valheim server, Arc servers, like a whole cluster of Arc servers, and Space Engineers server running on the on my server that's in the rack. We should play Space Engineers again. I've got a whole server set up. You can come and play. We can just destroy stuff. Crash things into gravity. You can dismantle everything. It's great. Does the Idris have landing pads? No, doesn't. I am chaos. You are straight up. You just chew through my stuff just to do it. I am a target. What was the other game I built the server for? Valheim, that was the other one. I've got a Valheim server as well. That was a bit of fun. I actually liked that one.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green. Launch complete. Landing gear.
Try to get some bounties going.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Come on, there it is. When are you gonna get it, Mr. Corporate? Suit and tie guy?
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Send me the link. Send me the link to your PC part picker and let me wave my practiced eye over it. Garbarino. Hmm.
Mayday! Mayday! I'm being attacked and I need assistance!
Shields under fire.
Oh, come on. You should not have any shields left.
Ammo low. Friendly target. Ammo depleted. Friendly target. Missile launched.
Ooh. What in the balls? I have no idea what just happened there.
Shields under fire. Missile lock.
Come on!
Friendly target.
How do you have any shields left? Good night, bro. Have a good one.
Shields under fire. Missile lock.
Oh, this is frustrating. How are you not dead yet? I've pumped you full of missiles and bullets. Connie must have gotten a massive overhaul. So I don't ever remember it being this tough.
Missile locked. Missile.
I'm just scoring hits after hits. There we go.
You enjoyed?
This new combat patch is annoying me.
Shields under fire.
Ugh. Can't overclock weapons either. Smash into it. Ah, yes.
Friendly target. Friendly target.
Come on.
Shields under fire. Friendly target.
Hey,
Friendly target.
Oh, wow.
looking at me make you feel big?
Friendly target. Missile locked. Missile locked.
Hit. Come on.
Shields under fire.
Get back in the blind spot.
Friendly target.
Do your parents know you go around shooting people?
Oh. This is annoying.
You enjoy that?
Oh. What was that? I have no idea what just happened. But I am taking those damn mantises off. Mantises were the bane of my existence. Oh, come on. We back. It's a bit of a ridiculous a saber versus four Connies. Let's see. Let's see. Claim. File a claim. Pay la fee. 2 minutes. Let's go to the loadout manager. Oh, a couple of guns. But yeah, definitely taking these off. Wonder how that'll fare. So Panther repeaters on the wing and sucker punch cannons on the nose. Let's try this again. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this new compact patch. I think there's some serious problems with it. I think that making everything the way it is and then not giving us the ability to do things like modify the limiting factor of it. Yeah. Before, I mean, it wasn't bad. Like, your weapons would put IR, you generate heat, your coolers were important to keep that heat, but now heat's like, whatever, we don't need heat. Heat doesn't matter anymore. And now we've got like, anyway.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green. Launch complete. Landing gear retracted.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Yes, because you buy the game as a ship package or as a game package, and I do believe it's 50 US, and you get an Aurora as your first ship. I do believe. I'd have to double check. But you can, yes, absolutely. You can get you do get a free ship to fly around in. But that doesn't mean that it's a great ship. It's how do I explain it? That's the other option, is getting a Titan. The Titan Avenger. Pretty good. It's got enough space in it for kind of light cargo running. It's got some decent weapons attachments to it. The Aurora is pretty much a brick. It's a giant brick. It's got a couple of guns. It's not half bad, but it's a starter ship. And if you get a prospector or a miner of some sort, you can make a bit of extra cash that way. That's how I made most of my in-game cash. And you can buy you can buy ships in-game with in-game cash. It's a bit extravagant right now, but it is what it is. I think I made, what was it, before three, maybe 3.1, 3.2. Prospecting and mining was the big ticket. I did a bunch of that, so. Mustang Alpha is pretty much base level fighter ship. I actually kind of liked it as a starter ship. I went stupid on my first purchase. So I got the Titan was my starter ship, but that quickly became a Constellation. And that was before the MSR came out, so I had a Constellation for ages, and absolutely love that missile boat. But quickest way to make some money in this game is by doing these bounty missions. They pay a couple thousand. So you come here to bounty hunter and you do these bounty hunter missions, and you can make a decent amount of cash. Yeah, you could Titan Avenger, or you don't have to buy the starter package. You can buy any ship and you can still play the game. It's just when it releases, if you haven't bought a starter package, then you can't play Star Citizen. Same with Squadron 42. You have to buy Squadron 42. And so that when it releases, you can play Squadron 42 as well. And I think that's $50. I have to double check and review all the choices. It's been so long. I've been playing Star Citizen for 7 years now, so I remember the days where it was just static things in a hangar. You could just like spawn a ship in and be like, "Ooh, it's pretty." You couldn't fly it or anything. Let's see. Just jump onto Robert Space Engines real quick, and I can give you a quick rundown of what's available. Oh, let's see here. Pledge. I'll look at this with you. So, Aurora MR and Mustang Alpha are the two Alpha starter packs, or the game packages. Once you finish Squadron 42, you do get a Gladius for free. So there's two ways to do it, right? So I would recommend buying the Mustang Alpha pack and then upgrading so after you make your person and all that good stuff, you create your account. There's a link in the thing. Where is it? There's a link in it that I could send you. But what Tim Dog is saying, he's actually on point with that. Or she, I don't know. Tim Dog, I assume it's a dude. I would have to say that he's got it up right there. So they've got it going. You get either or. I would recommend the Mustang Alpha because I would choose it because I like dogfighting. I like the combat. Well, I don't like this current combat patch, but I like the combat side of it. So for me, I got a combat ship first. It's probably the most straightforward gameplay loop of all of them. I mean, there's a couple of different gameplay loops you can go through, but currently it's probably the most straightforward one. You come in here, you contract managers, you accept a call to arms, and then you just go nuts. Yeah, I am not a fan of this current combat patch. Lasers don't matter. Ballistics just run out of bullets in seconds. Previous this patch, your combat, so your lasers were based on your ability to equip coolers and stuff. So there's I can actually show you in here. So there's different equipment within your ship, and you can change all of that stuff out. What it used to be is the weapon type that you picked determined different things. So if you picked laser weapons, you would have no ammunition. They don't hit as hard, so their damage output is lower. Their rate of fire is medium, but it was based on heat. So if you had these coolers dictated how well your lasers would cool down and how well you could, or how long you could continue to fire them before the systems overheat and the weapons themselves start to degrade. Ballistics, you'd actually had a lot more ammo than you do now, but ballistics hit really hard. And the offside is that they don't have unlimited ammunition. So in any kind of extended dogfights, like I was just in a fight with against 4 Constellations, and I was equipped with 2 Mantis GT220s, which have 265 rounds each, 2 Attrition 3s on my wings. I could fire 43 times in a row before I had to wait like 5 seconds. So there's a dead zone between I'm maneuvering, I'm shooting, and then I just gotta wait until everything recharges. Poured all 540 rounds into the Constellation. I barely did any damage. I pumped 14 missiles into it, barely did any damage. Anyway. Is this game fine to play completely solo? It's more fun with friends. However, I did spend a majority of my time playing this game alone, and doing really boring stuff like prospecting and FPS mining and all of that stuff. So honestly, you don't need friends to play the game with. You will find people that are also in the game that will play with you, and people like me, I'm more than happy to take a new player, somebody that's never played before, and I'll chuck you into my MSR, and you can run a turret, and we can do combat missions together. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't do it with veteran players because most veteran players already have really high-end ships and stuff, but I'm more than happy to take people that have never played before and be like, hey man, let's hop in. I'll get my MSR out. You can jump in a turret. Let's go do some combat missions. I'll share the mission with you, and we can both make money. That's another really good way to make money, by the way, is if you jump in with somebody else and he or she shares the mission with you, and then you both go nuts and do all the combat stuff. Excuse me. Are there multiple servers for US and EU? Yeah, there's a bunch. Currently, they're working on something called server meshing, which is the ability for servers to talk to each other so that we can grow the per server player number. Right? Currently, it's like 50. The idea is that when server meshing and object container streaming comes into the game, like full on comes into the game, there'll be an unlimited number of people. So latency is based on your current global position and what servers you attach to. You can pick, like I'm in Australia, so for us, I link to servers in Sydney. I think there's a couple up in Melbourne, or down in Melbourne. So, you know, but for guys that play in the US, guys and gals that play in the US, they've definitely got US servers. They definitely have EU servers. I've never found a latency to be a big issue in this game, though. I always found that the biggest issue is AI computations. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can choose an EU server if you want. You can try, like, I jump on with people in the US all the time since I'm generally up pretty late sometimes. I'll jump on with friends in the US. I have a couple friends in the EU as well. I'll hop on with them onto their servers. It all depends. Yeah, like Tim Dog said, you can hop, server hop, especially if it's a toxic server. If you get those toxic, every once in a while you get a majority of people. There'll be 10 or 20 that are in the same organization, and they're just not nice people, and they'll occupy half a server and just make life horrible for everybody else. So just hop into a different server. All right, so if I can complete. Oh, thanks for that. I get one of two. I either get people that I tend to go into depth about a lot of things, especially with this game. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people are like, oh God, I don't want to hear about laser weapons anymore. Or me ranting about how it makes me angry. The current setup makes me very angry. I'm not a fan. Why is this not working? There we go. Why is this not doing what I want it to do? Yeah. You were not wrong. I have been repping this game, like I said, for 7 years now. So for me, I tell everybody that wants to hear. I've got a referral code as well. If you're looking to pick up the game, you don't have to use it. You can use somebody else's. I really don't care. But you get 5,000 UEC in game. I get 5,000 UEC, and I get a referral point, which gives me extra stuff. It's a pyramid scheme and a half. But you get stuff, so.
Initiated.
There we go. So yeah, there's a referral code in the start of the stream. I usually have it sitting down here.
Quantum travel complete.
There it is. Ah, come here, you. Yeah, flip it down here. Haha! Referral code. That wasn't professional at all. Anyway, the referral code's up there, so when you make your thing, do your thing. It's all good. If not, extracted. Yes. See, welcome to the addiction that is Star Citizen. You will spend more money than you think you do on it. Yeah. I could have had a drug addiction. It would have been cheaper. Although I was saying that, I've only spent not $1,000. However, I do have friends that have spent multiple thousands of dollars on this game. Yeah. Have you got a HOTAS? Have you got the HOTAS? Squadron 42 is the single player story that's going to come out with Star Citizen. So Star Citizen is your MMORPG, flight sim, whatever they want to call it these days. Squadron 42 is the single player story behind it. Now, I know that doesn't sound great. However, Mark Hamill plays one of the main characters, Mark Hamill being of Star Wars and Star Wars fame. However, I'm more of a fan of his voiceover work, him being the Joker from the original Batman series and Skeletor in the new He-Man series. So if Mark Hamill's in it, there's, I think Gary Oldman's in it. There's a couple other people, but it's the single player storyline that goes on behind all of this, and at the end of it you get Gladius, like Tim Dog has said. So do the storyline, get a free ship. $20. Oh yeah, there goes the 30K. Apologies. Fixed it. Anyway, the game's broken again. But like Tim Dog has said, I'm telling you, man, it's steep learning curve. It's not too horrible. Try to find people that have been playing for a while, like myself, or hundreds of thousands of other people. Ask questions. Don't be afraid. Most of chat will probably just strike you down, but I'm telling you, if you ask the right questions, most people will answer. Most people in Star Citizen, I would classify as good people, and they will always do the right thing by you. I rarely ever find people that are just unhelpful, just straight up just being unhelpful for the sake of being unhelpful, which ain't on. But 9 times out of 10, you ask a decent question, and chat's going to be, they're going to come through and be like, hey, you need to do this, or go to this location, or, you know, when you want to learn something beyond the basic parameters of the game, like the basic gameplay loops of the game, right? So your basic gameplay loop being combat, mining, and cargo delivery. So once you want to go outside of that to, like, you know, FPS missions and jumping down in the caves to do some FPS mining, and using the hand mining tool to do hand mining, and then upgrading to do like the Rock, which is a single person mining, or the Rock DS, which is a 2-person mining machine. When you start to get into that kind of stuff, ask questions. Don't be afraid of chat most of the time. I normally stream 3 nights a week. Lately, I have had some stuff that's been going on. My actual full-time job requires me to do stuff. So unfortunately, sometimes I might not be on every once in a while, but don't fret. I'm usually on. I don't really play any other games at this point. I pretty much just Star Citizen, because there's so much content and depth to it that I love it. What? That's just me. Anyway. I also find that if you're a new player, try and do your best to understand all of the different places to land, what constitutes a landing position. So what's the difference between a station and a planet side landing? So look at all of the main landing points on all the planets. So Lorville, Orison, Area 18, and there's another one, and I always forget it. But learn where to land and how to get around those positions. Figure out the stations. So where can you land on a station? So if you're looking at a specific station, where can you land on that? And then getting around that. Those would be like the 100%. Do that first before you go and branch off and go flying around and get lost, and now you have no idea what to do. So get good with being able to navigate to different positions, using your Starlink map to plot and set courses. And then once you get to that location, do a bit of exploration, look around, figure out Microtech. That's it. That's the one. I always forget Microtech. Figure out where you're going and the area you're in. So like Lorville, there are trains everywhere, and they will take you at all kinds of different places. And there's so much to see in Lorville. Same with Area 18. Area 18, there's a crap ton to see. So I recommend just kind of first getting into the game and then just sitting back and relaxing and flying around a bit, seeing different things, looking at different things. Once you get to that point, then you can start, let's get into the combat side. Let's get into the FPS missions. Where do I buy the different mining suits so I can mine on different planets and that kind of stuff? So I think that you're coming into this game at a really, really good time. It's changed so much in 7 years. So anyway, I'm always here. You can find me in game in Star Citizen. It's the same as my stream name, so SuperSecond4508. Send me a friend request. I always accept it. I'm always willing to help out. Don't die with anything in your hands. So yeah, it's gone forever. How do I feel about the new medical gameplay? I don't know. I was excited for it. But I was also excited to hear about this new missile stuff and the combat patch. And now I'm not happy with the combat patch. So, dragging bodies, always going to be fun. There's hilarity that will always ensue with that hilarity. Well, I'm literally just going to be dragging people and stacking bodies, just like Jenga, because I can. Waking up in a hospital, well, then you have to kind of figure out where the hospitals are. I think with the Cuddy Red, having that med bay in the Cuddy Red is good. Having to drag somebody back from a Cuddy from whatever and dump them into one of them, My issue with it is they created a subsystem that can't be adjusted at a cost. So that's been unlike the previous combat system. The cost of higher damage output for a laser was more heat, which put more wear and tear on said laser. So you had to make that choice. Do I want hard punching lasers, but have to worry about them degrading quickly, especially if I overclock them or I ramp them up or whatever? Do I go with ballistics and run the risk of running out of rounds, going black on ammo, and now I've got no bullets? This current system, they based it around a capacitor. And it doesn't make any sense to me that in something like a fighter ship, like I've got a Saber, right? I've got a Saber, I've got an Arrow, I've got the MSR. It doesn't make any sense to me for a in-class ship whose sole designation is fighter to have limited capacitors, right? These things should be able to engage in prolonged combat without the requirement of large cooldown times for something like their lasers. It makes no sense because you can't do that in a dogfight, right? I get it. Today, most fighter ships have something like, or most fighter craft have like 18 seconds worth of rounds in them. That's all. Right. The 20 mil Vulcans on the F-35 have got like, can fire for like 8 seconds and they have 0 bullets left. They only have X amount of missiles and that kind of stuff. But we're talking about 1,000 years in the damn future. If you haven't figured out capacitive discharge and that having the ability to fire more than 24 times before those capacitors then need to recharge makes no sense to me. And shift-based capacitors make no sense to me. That would be something that'd be classed in the weapon itself. The capacitor should be in the weapon. So the weapon design is based around its ability to deliver rounds so much or so quickly or with such an intensity that something like the discharge capacitor would be built into the weapon itself. So each weapon system would, an attrition 3 would hit hard as hell, but you could only fire 20 rounds before the capacitors need an opportunity to cool down, which should then tie into your cooling system, right? So your cooling system can then, the higher end cooling systems that you can get would cool those faster. So your charge times, your gaps between strings of shot be shorter. Yes, and as a cosmetic thing, right? Because I want green, blue, red, orange, yellow. I want every color under the rainbow, and I want to be able to apply it to my lasers. The other thing I want to be able to do is with the power and capacitors to be able to overclock those power and capacitors. Yeah, I don't care if they burn out in this fight. This fight matters to me right now. I can always limp back to a refit refuel and fix my ship. Yeah. Yes, you get it. That's what I think they missed in this one, was the fact that they introduced a new system, but there's no pluses to the system. There's only minuses. And that doesn't balance gameplay for combat. That just makes combat longer for no reason other than to make combat longer. I should be able to in a medium fighter ship, be able to take on other medium fighter ships without it being a 40-minute furball. It should be a lot more decisive than that. But it's just me. I don't make these games. Yeah, I hope that too. I think that it is 2 steps. It is 1 step back, 2 steps forward. I think that they introduced the system and they just needed a whole bunch of people to test it and bitch about it. And then they fix it and it feels like they've done this much instead of done this much. But I'm not CIG. I don't produce games like Star Citizen, so I don't develop anything like that. I do VR stuff, so I wouldn't know. But I think that I like where they're going with it. I like the idea behind it. I like how it works. I just want to be able to modify at detriment how long I can fire for. That's all I'm saying. Like I could go on and on and on about, this is a medium fighter ship. It should have enough stores inside of it to have a capacity of X amount of rounds. It shouldn't be limited to each weapon system. If they're not going to do internal stores for weapons, ammunition, and it's based in the weapon itself, then they really need to look at, you only get 265 rounds, but these rounds will deliver a percentage of their damage to the shields and the rest of that percentage and make it a large percentage to the hull itself, right? Because I get the idea behind energy shields and how they work and how they've implemented them in the game. But the issues for me will be, how do you justify a ballistic then? Right? How do you justify having 770 rounds for a cannon? how do you justify that? So they need to like look at the minor mechanics of the game to make everything a give and a take. And you can take more or give more, but introducing a whole new subsystem without any ability to modify it. Yeah. Just wait until you have to carry your ship components. Yeah. I just geek out over the fact that I've got like a Vulcan mini cannon just chilling. Like, well, I'm gonna take that. I wouldn't have a hard time just putting it into my ship. I'd just be staring at it most of the time. I did it in Hurston, looking at the attritions. I just stared at it and was like, this is just awesome weapon design. Like, I think it's cool. I think that I don't know how in the lore they've make lasers work in lore, but attritions are scary. Anyway, I've gone over time. I actually have a whole lot of work to do in the morning. Unfortunately, I wish I could stream for hours and hours and hours. That's usually a Friday night thing. I usually weeknights I'm 2 hours, but Friday night I don't go to bed. I think I'm streaming pretty much constantly. Anyway, I'm also working on doing more stuff on the outside, so YouTube and that kind of thing. I think that, as I've been told, people have said that I explain things quite well. So I'll be doing more of these kind of explanations for that kind of stuff I'll be making YouTube videos and whatnot. Anyway. Yeah. You too. I appreciate the chat, man. I like talking about this stuff. I really like talking about this stuff. I think it's awesome. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody that joined. If you're catching us on VOD, hit the follow button. I'm not an affiliate. I make no money out of it. I do it for the fun of it. If there's any suggestions or anything you want to see a bit different, let me know. Always open to suggestions. But thank you very much. Have a great night. I'll see you all later.